Yes, please come. Good afternoon. Please have a seat. So we call you Aditi.
Yes.
Aditi, introduce yourself.
Sir, I'm from a city called Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh, and I've done my schooling from a boarding school called Mayo College Girls School in Ajmer. I've pursued economics honors in my graduation from Shri Ram College of Commerce of Delhi University. And after graduating in the year 2022, I've been preparing for this exam. This is my first attempt, and I'm 22 years old. And my interest lies in following a fit and healthy lifestyle, as well as motivating others in following a healthy lifestyle.
Lifestyle. You haven't written your lifestyle thing here. So what kind of lifestyle do you follow?
So, from fooding habits to ensuring a minimum movement throughout the day,
Minimalistic.
and fixing timings for everything, sleep routine, drinking enough water, and just making small changes like taking stairs or walking to ensure that I have an active lifestyle.
Good. So what message would you like to give to youth of India for remaining healthy, both mentally as well as physically?
Sir, I would say that it is something that is completely in our hands, and it is something that can be done at a very cost-effective manner. So then there is like no reason to not put in efforts for something that has tremendous impacts both in short run and long run. Like if we see short run, it enhances our mood, it makes us more effective at whatever everyday work we are doing, and in the long run it helps us in staying fit, in staying more productive, and staying above, like keep increasing our potential at everything we do. So I think it is the best gift we can give to ourselves to follow a fit lifestyle.
Correct. Aditi, there is a contrast.
Yes, sir.
A marriage ceremony was held in Jamnagar,
Yes.
very famous
Yes.
personality. So, what is your opinion on kind of marriages that was held in Jamnagar? It was a pre-wedding ceremony, and who is who of word were there. So, do you think it is promoting wed in India, or it is a show of pomp and show?
So the first thing when I was seeing videos about the ceremony, the first thing that came to my mind was that it will take India on the global stage because of arrival of so many international figures in India, from Mark Zuckerberg to Bill Gates. It will definitely put India on in a good picture on the global map because of the kind of hospitality that we show here. And sir, secondly, even from domestic consumption point of view, it will definitely give a boost to Jamnagar's economy as well, because in the ceremony there will be multiple sectors that would have been involved. So, so definitely it will have a good impact, but um, uh, it's a personal choice to conduct a ceremony like
That's
that.
fine. That's
So,
fine. So you talked of consumption.
yes,
Uh, do you think minimum support price
yes.
is in a way promoting greater consumption in rural areas amongst farmers, or it is disturbing the elementary concept that MSP, why MSP, why support of subsidy, why not a free market price? What is your thinking on MSP? Is it is consumption more important, MSP more important, or a free economy is more? You got my question?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I take a few seconds? Sir, I feel like the ultimate goal is to increase farmers' income and increase their consumption. And MSP to the extent can do that is good, but in implementing MSP and ensuring that it reaches every farmer for every crop is a challenge. So if we do that, if we try to legalize MSP, then it can create certain market distortions which may not be in favor of farmers themselves. For example, if we
So let's not talk of legalizing. We are just talking of MSP. We are not into that debate of whether law should be made.
okay, sir. Sir, I feel like if we use some other methods like decreasing cost of production or giving more market access to farmers, then that could be a better way to increasing their income and to ensuring that they have more consumption income, because MSP has also has a drawback of increasing inflation, and if inflation increases, then it will affect farmers a lot as well.
Aditi, I find you were amateur boxer also. You are.
Sir, it's a hobby that I do at home.
So tell me about this boxers issue that is bothering India. They came to Delhi, demonstrated outside, somewhere in Connaught Place. So what is latest on boxers issue?
Um, Sir, I'm aware about the wrestlers issue.
Wrestlers.
Sir, it was about harassment of female wrestlers and not acknowledging their complaints within the Wrestling Federation of India. So the wrestlers were demanding that there should be more democratic ways of appointing position holders in the federation, and their complaints should be heard and legal action should be taken for their harassment cases.
Aditi, one last question I want to ask you is, what is principle of natural justice?
Sir, principle of natural justice is the three fundamental principles that govern human life. Sir, firstly, it says that nobody should be judge of their own case. And sir, secondly, it talks about how everybody should be given adequate chance of being heard. And sir, thirdly, and it is unique to India, that intention should be with good faith. Should be with good faith.
Thank you.
Aditi, your option is economics.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, many people say good economics is bad politics. Can you elaborate this statement? First, you tell me whether you support this statement. Good economics is bad politics.
Sir, I'm hearing it for the first time, so I don't know the context of this statement.
So, the context, if I elaborate, say good economics means that you go by the economy, like farmer's law, farm law. That was a good economy.
Yes, sir.
But politically, it was not conducive, isn't that?
Yes, sir.
It had to be repealed. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Good economics is not to give freebies,
Yes, sir.
not to give such type of doles,
Yes.
but we are giving freebies in elections. That is a good politics. But if you don't give, then it becomes a bad politics. Got my point?
Yes.
Anyway, we turn to different question now. Recently, the GDP was third quarter GDP of India came out now, 8 point
Yes,
some
sir.
percent.
8.4%.
But at the same time, some critics have started saying that GDP is nothing. You should go by GVA, this
Yes, sir.
value added something, gross value added. So what is this GVA? I did not know earlier, but now I have started hearing about GVA. What is this GVA, Aditi?
Sir, GVA stands for gross value added, and it measures GDP from production point of view. So it is the total gross output in the country without including production taxes, and including production subsidies. So while GDP measures output from a consumption point of view, as how consumers buy it, including the taxes in the end, GVA shows the growth of the economy from production point of view.
So people say ki we should not take into account this GDP only. I mean, we should judge our economy by GVA, not by GDP. Do you support this idea?
Sir, there is merit to that argument as well, but I feel like since India is a consumption-driven economy and 60% of our growth comes from consumption, then GDP at market prices could be a better way to calculate GDP growth.
Good. Aditi, we also hear a lot about this China, what is that string of pulse strategy, string of pulse strategy, and debt trap strategy for diplomacy. At the same time, we also hear this diamond necklace strategy. What is these? What are these phrases? Can you tell me something about these phrases?
Yes, sir. Sir, String of Pearls stands for China's advances in the Indo-Pacific Ocean and creation of bases, defense bases, and otherwise ports. And
So, can you just tell me one or two ports?
yes, sir. China's presence at the Gwadar port
Gwadar
of
port.
Pakistan and China's military base at Djibouti.
Djibouti. And what about this diamond necklace policy?
Sir, a diamond necklace is referred to India's strategy of increasing presence in the Indian Ocean region, but India's strategy is very different from China's.
But Indian Ocean region, it becomes an open one. Necklace is a round type of thing, na? Necklace is a like this thing. It is so must be something up in the Asia also, East Asia or Central Asia. Something we are doing there.
Sir, we have presence there. We are increasing.
Aditi, where we have presence over there? In Central Asia. Yeah, please.
In Central Asia, we have presence in Tajikistan, and in East Asia, we are improving ties with countries like Taiwan, countries like Asian nations. So
that is the I mean rejoinder to a pearl of string of pearls, I think.
Sir, as to my knowledge, it is.
Okay. Aditi, you have done something, Mission Discovery India, with a project aimed at solving food muddle in space.
Yes, sir.
What is this food muddle in space?
Sir, food muddle in space was the term we used to refer to the host of issues that astronauts face while consuming food in space in their long-term space manned missions. So, from ensuring that they have sufficient calorie intake, to ensuring there is resource optimization in food, to ensuring that they don't get tired eating the same food also. So, all these issues were discussed at that event. So, our project was also aimed at solving one of those issues.
So, when our astronauts will be there in space, our Indian astronauts, they are also going to space?
Yes.
When they are going?
Sir, the mission is planned for 2025. 2024 will be mostly the first two test missions.
My last question is about NGO Ek Nayi Aasa. What is this Nayi Aasa?
Sir, Ek Nayi Aasha is a Gorakhpur-based NGO, and it works in two fields mainly, in primary education, government primary education, and secondly in the old age centers.
So in Gorakhpur, don't you have to work on this Japanese encephalitis now?
Sir,
there is a lot of I mean, in newspapers, it used to be a story. Nowadays, I don't see anything on that. What is the issue?
Sir, it has been contained to a large extent now.
Sure.
Sir, yes, sir. It's been under control now.
Okay.
There were upgradation of infrastructure in BRD Medical College. There were critical care units established specially for this.
Achha.
And even ICMR's regional research center has been established in Gorakhpur now. So
that has been contained.
yes.
Okay. Good. Thank you, Aditi.
Thank you, sir.
Aditi, you are from Gorakhpur.
Yes, sir.
How Gorakhpur has been able to manage this menace of Japanese encephalitis, which used to be a regular, recurrent problem. A lot of children used to die every year. Fortunately, with the intervention of state government and local authority, what steps do you think have been taken to control this menace to a large extent?
Sir, first was the medical infrastructure upgradation that happened in the district medical college and BRD medical college. And sir, secondly, it was the awareness campaigns that were taken on to educate homes about the precautions that they should take for the same. And sir, thirdly, even targeting it from the source. Since it's a vector-borne disease, so even the cleanliness, drainage, containment were done.
Aditi, now they are officially, now India has been stated to eliminate extreme poverty. Recently, some very eminent institutions in US, they have come out with reports that now India has been able to successfully eliminate extreme poverty. What are your views? What do you think, what initiatives government of India has taken to do that in the last few years?
Sir, the government of India has taken multi-dimensional steps to contain poverty. So firstly,
Let us talk of extreme poverty.
Extreme poverty.
Because that is now, reports are there that the poverty problem is still there, but extreme poverty we have been able to, now you are an economic student, you know what is extreme poverty. That we have been able to eliminate. I mean, only 2 days back the report has emerged.
Sir, firstly, it was focus on livelihood opportunity to people. So, for example, self-help groups for women and the National Rural Livelihood Mission for rural people.
Yeah, okay, what else?
So, and even Manrega was one of the ways for employment guarantee. Sir, secondly, providing assets to households under PM Awas Yojana, providing clean drinking water under Jal Jeevan Mission, and providing electricity and food through PM Garib Kalyan Yojana.
Very. This is what I want. Aditi, now PM Awas Yojana scheme is being hailed as a very good scheme. People are appreciating, but there are counter views also that if you are giving house to a person, rural poor, in an area where there are no employment opportunities, so the person is tied to that house and he is not having any means of livelihood. If he goes out, so that there is an argument saying that PMAY is also counterproductive. It is stopping people from venturing out to go to metropolitan cities, to go out of their this thing. What are your views on this? My question is clear?
Yes. So, can I take few seconds?
Yeah.
Sir, I feel like right to livelihood is one of the most fundamental basic needs that an individual needs. So, by providing houses to people, we are ensuring that they have the capacity to go out and venture and find work for themselves. Because otherwise, if they're struggling to provide a shelter for themselves, then they wouldn't have enough capacity to.
Right. Aditi, this now new Prime Minister is there in Pakistan. I think yesterday he has been sworn in. Do you think now India should take some initiative to improve our bilateral relationship, which have been lying in, I mean, cold this thing? Do you think we should revive our diplomatic initiatives to build normal relationship? Will it be a good idea to have good bilateral relationship with Pakistan?
Sir, even the Prime Minister has said that they want to improve ties with their neighborhoods. So, if Pakistan is also showing intentions that they want to talk, then India could also initiate, I feel, because Pakistan is in a precarious state right now with respect to its economy, with respect to its security on the Western front. So it would be a good opportunity for India to speak at this point, because it might be able to leverage the talks in its favor.
Right. Thank you, Aditi.
Thank
Over
you.
to
Sir.
you.
Thank you, sir. So, good afternoon, Aditi.
Good afternoon. Sir.
So, economics is your optional subject.
Yes.
So, if we talk about global credit rating agencies like Standard & Poor, Moody, so they do not give very good credit rating, sovereign credit rating to India. Although India is so much politically stable, economically we are doing very well, one of the fastest growing economies of the world. So, why this bias?
Sir, this bias has been there since 1990s, and credit rating agencies have the methods that they deploy to find credit ratings are not in favor of India, because they mostly deploy qualitative measures. So although India is producing good figures in macroeconomic indicators like GDP growth and fiscal deficit and the like, those are not accounted much importance in the credit rating agency's formula. So secondly, there is a bias against developing countries that that these credit rating agencies numbers show. So sir, that's why.
Fair enough. Now, we can talk about economic development versus human development. So, if we compare both, human development is not able to keep pace with economic development in our country. So, can you identify the reasons?
Yes. So can I take few seconds?
Yes.
Sir, firstly, it's because our economy is still predominantly employed in agriculture sector, and agriculture sector has not seen successful land reforms. So most of the farmers are still marginal and small in nature, which is why they cannot do not have enough income to support private education and health of the families. So secondly, it's the healthcare and the education status in India. It is still under developed to fully support the needs of the country, although there has been many improvements, but it has to go a long way. So thirdly would be the dual nature of Indian economy, that even if we see in manufacturing or if we see in labor force, huge chunk is still informally employed and is in the unorganized sector. So the lack of social security or the lack of high paying jobs is another reason why human development has not taken place.
Okay, Aditi. How do you see future of India-Maldives relationship?
So can I take 2 seconds? Sir, I think India Maldives have a good future. Even though there were hiccups in the present relationship, I feel like it was mostly political, because the Maldives government had come in power with an India Out campaign. It led to the.
Yeah, how do you see the future? Now that's past.
Sir, we have had a stable relation for decades, and India has had been instrumental. So, keeping that in mind, such a prized partner will, I think both parties will make efforts to keep the relation going, as we've seen India's statements as well. And sir, I think it will go
Are you
well.
aware about the latest statement by Maldives on India? Yesterday's statement?
No, sir, I'm not.
Okay, no issues. Okay. You were also under 19 badminton player.
Yes.
Good. So, why is Anmol Kharbe in news these days?
Sir, she is the rising badminton prodigy, and she recently was the 5th singles player in Badminton Asia Team Championship, and she was the it was her deciding match that got us the gold medal in the team championship
What's her age?
for 17.
17 years. Good. Okay, and my last question, Aditi, I would like to know the reason that why do you wish to come into civil services?
Sir, there are two main reasons for that. Sir, firstly, the work that I will do in civil services. I want to work in the development governance sphere, and I realized that while I was working with my NGO. So I saw how an IAS officer was pertinent to the development of primary education in the district. And sir, secondly, it is also the challenges that the services will offer me. I feel like it will help me grow on a personal level as well. So, sir, these are the two reasons why I want to join.
Thank you, Aditi. I pass on to Chairman.
So Aditi, Atmanirbhar Bharat, is it an import substitution idea of Government of India?
Sir, it is rather an export promotion idea of government. That's how I look at it, that it will make India, it is an export for, make for the world program for India. So import substitution is prevalent to a certain extent, but after that, the larger theme is that.
So Aditi, with this, we complete our mock. If you think any area of your depth we have not covered, so I can ask you one last question. You will have to tell me any area of depth
Okay.
that has been left uncovered.
So it's,
Are you sure or you are thinking?
sir, you can ask me about my college.
About your college, SRCC?
Yes.
Sri Ram College of Commerce. It's very renowned college. Tell me, what is your college's contribution in promoting innovation?
Sir, can I take a few seconds? Sir, the college provides an ecosystem where students are able to explore their innovative ideas and gives them the confidence to start their own startups. So a lot of students from SRCC have been in the startup business. One such startup that comes to my mind is Ripen, which helps in, it's an edutech startup. So secondly, the college also provides social innovation in forms of societies like Enactus, CDF, which allow students to come up with innovative solutions to solve social issues like issues of water supply in rural areas or working with mohalla clinics. So sir, these are some ways that my college helps in.
Okay. So, thank you, Aditi.
Thank you, sir.
He closed the mock. You can wait outside.
Thank you, sir.
आइए. So Aditi, now relax and tell me how you felt. Now I can see your smile now. तो क्यों आप उस समय बीच में स्माइल आपकी बिल्कुल गायब हो गई थी?
सर थोड़ा प्रेशर तो.
चलिए बतलाइए कैसा लगा आपको?
सर आई थिंक लास्ट मॉक से तो बहुत बहुत बेटर था. The mock I gave before this, I couldn't even speak, so I think it was better than that. But I think some answers could be more structured. In some answers, I answered without thinking enough. Like the Maldives question, I could have answered in a better way.
So Aditi, one thing is very clear. You are very promising. Very promising. You have everything in you. Knowledge का भंडार. You were communicating, but you were doubtful about yourself, which was seen in your body language. So body language को थोड़ा सा improve करो. And why should you be worried? You are one of the few SRCC. Getting admission in a SRCC is so difficult. आप तो वहां से आज यहाँ पे पहुंच गई हैं. So have that confidence. You are one of the best,
Yes.
right? So don't have any other feeling. And we have recognized the fact about your knowledge and about your personality. I really liked your reply on Jamnagar wedding. It was unconventional but very original. Some people say pomp and show and things like that. Thing is, Prime Minister has been talking of Wed in India.
Yes.
He wants to invite all these foreign people. So this is a good showcasing of a wedding. Those who can afford India. So I liked your original reply. That was something out of the box, but very good. And rest all, Atmanirbhar also was an excellent reply. So you have everything in you. There is hardly anything MSP versus consumption fee market or handling. तो वहां भी आपने बहुत अच्छा अपना ज्ञान का प्रदर्शन किया. थोड़ा दो चीजें, स्ट्रक्चरिंग वाज मिसिंग. दैट इज प्रायोरिटी नंबर 1, 2, 3 आना चाहिए. आप बहुत ज्यादा हर बार समय मांग रही थी. कैन आई थिंक फॉर इट? यू आर अलाउड टू थिंक बिफोर replying. If you are sure that you are going to reply, just take a pause, and 2-3 seconds pause will not matter. If you want a longer pause, you ask for permission. Okay? So let's hear other members.
Aditi, I tell you, you are a very good candidate. Done very well, and you communicate very well. Your knowledge is good, and analysis is also very good. Your analytical part is also very good, and I'm fully convinced that you will do very good in your interview. I'm convinced about it. Now, what you have to do, 2 or 3 things.
Yes. Sir.
Wrote by heart your UP. In UP economics, culture, defense corridor,
Yes.
and Eastern UP problem and Bundelkhand.
Yes.
गन्ना किसान का प्रॉब्लम इस टाइप का भी फार्मर वाला इशू. दिस इज वन थिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू. एंड बिसाइड्स योर नॉर्मल इकोनॉमिक्स एंड नॉर्मल लॉ एंड पार्लियामेंट, इंडियन इश्यूज, डिफेंस इश्यूज एक्सेट्रा. ठीक है. एंड इंटरनेशनल इश्यूज में इंडिया के नेबरिंग कंट्रीज, इंडिया का मिडिल ईस्ट, रिलेशन विद मिडिल ईस्ट, रिलेशन विद ईस्ट, एंड कॉरिडोर्स, आवर डिफरेंट कॉरिडोर्स, IMAC, नॉर्थ साउथ ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉरिडोर, such type of things. So read, brush up on all these things, and be in touch with your newspaper, 4 or 5 newspapers daily,
Yes.
daily, so that you are updated on your current affairs at home. Okay. So once you do this, then they come with a flash of point, with a flash of second, they come out of your mind, and then you can speak very nice. Today you have done very well, I tell you. Very well. You are very, very promising candidate. Okay.
Yes.
So do all these things, and you will do very, very well in your country. These are the some areas. UP में पूरा focus करो आप. 1 trillion economy and this and that, lot of things, culture, heritage, development. ठीक है?
Thank you.
All the best.
Aditi, I think all points have been covered. Just 2 small points, very small suggestions. One, in your introduction, you mentioned this is my first attempt. From someone.
Okay, sir.
Right. Second is you said I am 22 years old. That also is good. When we say introduction, only say name. Sir, I come from so and so place. I have done so and so graduation from so and so. I hope yes. If you have any experience, work experience, that also you can mention. So don't your first attempt and not it.
मेयो का भी नाम आपने लिया.
So school नहीं बोल.
मेयो स्कूल, मतलब स्कूल अवॉइड करते. मेयो का नाम लेने का मतलब है कि नेम ड्रॉप.
Wasteful.
नॉर्मली जो लोग स्पेशल नवोदय विद्यालय वो जरूर बोल देते.
So then Gorakhpur, then straight away
Sir,
college.
I am Aditi CHHAPARIA. I come from Gorakhpur district of Uttar Pradesh. I have done my graduation from SRCC Delhi, and my in whatever economics or whatever, and then my hobby are sports. So all other details are there.
Okay.
Because the purpose of asking this introduction is to make the candidate feel comfortable initially. दूसरा तो आपको the second point from my side is that we were looking subdued, very subdued, bring more energy, because this is your requirement of a good civil servant, because you will be required to do so many things with this low level of energy. When you प्रॉब्लम आएगा, तो एनर्जी लेवल कैसे रेज करेंगे? दो तरीके, बड़े सिंपल तरीके हैं। तो थोड़ा तेज बोलिए, तेज, ठीक है। एक थोड़ा स्माइलिंग, स्माइल आपकी पूरे 30 मिनट्स में आप वीडियो में देखिए, एक बार भी आपको स्माइल नहीं। स्माइल करने का सबसे अच्छा तरीका टाइम क्या होता है कि व्हेन द मेंबर इज आस्किंग क्वेश्चन, उसमें भी आप स्माइलिंग डिस्पोजिशन, वेलकमिंग एक जो फेशियल डिस्प्ले वो है, तो वो आप रखिए, और उससे आपका पर्सनैलिटी पार्ट और जो एक तो नर्वसनेस भी कम हो जाएगी, उससे कॉन्फिडेंट लगेंगे आप, है ना। वो चीज़ें, ये दो चीज़ों पे मैं कहूँगा कि एक तो अपना इंट्रोडक्शन वगैरह बी वेरी टू द पॉइंट, एंड सेकेंड इज एनर्जी, कॉन्फिडेंस। बाकी नॉलेज में कोई इशू नहीं, नॉलेज का तो जैसे ऑनरेबल मेंबर चेयरपर्सन ने बताया, आप कीप ऑन वर्किंग। अभी आपके पास अभी ऑलमोस्ट यू हैव गॉट ऑलमोस्ट ए मंथ टाइम एट योर डिस्पोजल। एक महीना ना, आप तो नो अप्रैल को, तो एक महीना बहुत है आपको। ये थोड़ा इसके ऊपर आप काम कीजिए, एनर्जी लेवल पे लुक वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट, बिकॉज वो आपका सिविल सर्विसेज के लिए पर्सनैलिटी का बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ट्रेट है, सिर्फ उसको कंप्रोमाइज नहीं किया जा सकता।
तो अदिति, आपका तो लास्ट डे पे इंटरव्यू है यूपीएससी का, उसके बाद तो इंटरव्यू खत्म हो रहे हैं, तो आपको सबसे ज्यादा टाइम मिला है किसी भी कैंडिडेट के बदले में, तो आप तो शुक्र मनाओ, किस्मत है, सबसे ज्यादा टाइम आपको ही मिला है। तो अब आप इसमें क्या करोगे? नंबर 1, अगले 10-12 दिन अभी आप कोई मॉक बन दीजिए, जो भी आपने कंटेंट किया है ना उसको रिवाइज कीजिए, पॉइंट्स में लिखिए और याद कीजिए, तो कंटेंट खत्म कर दीजिए। उसके बाद 3-4 मॉक आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं, प्रैक्टिस के लिए दीजिए, ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा। और सबसे पहले, यू आर वेरी गुड, ये हम बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन वो आपको भी लगना चाहिए। जब तक आपको खुद नहीं लगेगा ना, आप में कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आएगा। और ये टेस्ट का नाम क्या है? पर्सनालिटी टेस्ट। और पर्सनालिटी की सबसे बड़ी पहचान क्या है? कॉन्फिडेंस। इफ यू डू नॉट हैव कॉन्फिडेंस, फेक इट। अब आपने स्माइल किया, बस ये स्माइल से कॉन्फिडेंस झलक रहा है, सिर्फ इतना सा करना है, ये गायब थी स्माइल। 30 मिनट्स के लिए दिखा दो मैं कॉन्फिडेंट हूं, हमें क्या पता। लेकिन आप नर्वस है, घबराए हुए लगेंगे, तो हम क्या देख रहे हैं? कलेक्टर को देख रहे हैं। तो एक कलेक्टर अगर नर्वस होगा तो क्या उसको ज्यादा नंबर मिलेंगे? आपकी नॉलेज बहुत अच्छी है, सब आता है, लेकिन सिर्फ अगर आपने कॉन्फिडेंस दिखा दिया ना, आप सीधे 70% वाली हाईएस्ट कैटेगरी में आ जाओगे। और कोशिश कीजिए अपनी आवाज बढ़ाने की, आपकी आवाज काफी नीचे है, बढ़ाने की, क्योंकि वहां पे सब सीनियर मेंबर्स होंगे, कईयों को सुनने में दिक्कत भी हो सकती है। फिर आप क्या करोगे? सुनाई नहीं देगा। तो अभी भी आप धीरे बोल रहे हैं।
Yes, sir.
एक बार अपना इंट्रोडक्शन दीजिए जितना जोर से हो सकता है। इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ अदिति।
Sir, I'm from Gorakhpur, Uttar Pradesh. I've done economics honors in my graduation from Shri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University, and my interest lies in following a
बस
fit and healthy
ये
lifestyle.
मिनिमम है, इतना कोशिश करना, और ये मिनिमम है। अब हमें लग रहा है कोई और बैठा है सामने, पहले कोई और था, अब एनर्जी लग रही है, कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया। अभी कोई बोल ही नहीं सकता कि आपको नर्वसनेस है, ठीक है? तो वो दूर हो गया अभी, बस ये प्रैक्टिस करना आप आगे, ठीक है?
सो अदिति, हमने आज आपको 65 कर दिया,
179 मार्क्स।
सो यू आर इन वेरी हाई ब्रैकेट एंड यू कैन फर्दर इम्प्रूव। थोड़ा सा जितना आपको बोला है कोशिश करिए।
Yes.
सुबह उठ के यू कैन काली मिर्च और नमक थोड़ा सा लेके उससे गला क्लियर, ओके? 4-5 दाने काली मिर्च, जस्ट
आवाज बढ़ानी पड़ेगी आपको।
आवाज बढ़ाओ। अकेले हो तो एक सिंहासन होता है योगा में,
ये आप करते भी तो कुछ नहीं सर, सी इज डूइंग सुदर्शन क्रिया, समथिंग लाइक दैट, यू डू नो? नो, अच्छा वो और है।
वो पहले वाले।
अच्छा पहले वाले थे।
तो सिंहासन में सिंह का आसन, शेर की आवाज निकाली जाती
Yes, sir. वो throat से हाँ.
है, तो याद है वो
होगा।
30 मिनट्स के लिए आवाज खाली ऊंची है, वो
और
एनर्जी
रोज 1 मिनट के लिए वो करोगी, तुम्हारा गले की इश्यू सॉल्व हो
Okay, sir.
एंड यू विल गेन कॉन्फिडेंस. विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट.